Welcome to Jordan's Gaming Gambit. Today we're going to be testing Aztecs the Last Sun. Big shout out to the production team for sending me a product key so that I can test it out for you guys. Very much appreciated. But let's dive right into this playtest. Okay, so we have to choose our difficulty level. I think I'm going to keep it at whatever the default is just for our first playthrough. Oh, there's a completely different one. Okay, so first one's just more towards the story mode. Doesn't look like there's much survival focus, so I'm not going to do that one. Okay, so currently right now they have the adventure one selected. That's the one that they recommend for newcomers to the game. And it seems to be pretty balanced, so I'm actually going to go with that one. Okay, let's start it up.
The skulls at the temple's base tell our story. Yet, it is not as straightforward as one might assume. In the past, fearsome gods and their invincible champions battled over the fate of the world. An exiled Aztec tribe found a promised sanctuary on a foretold island named Tenochtitlan. A new leader was required to guide this strayed nation. The choices they made before their banishment cast a shadow over their destiny. When the gods clash, Aztecs must find a way to survive.
Ruins lie ahead. From their stone, we shall raise our temple. This land will become Tenochtitlan, our home.
My lord, the journey from Culhuacan wasn't easy, that I understand. But we cannot rest yet. We must immediately start preparing for Akitometl's approach.
Ooh, yeah, we might end up having to adjust some of the key bindings here, because I don't know if I'm going to like the layout, so you might see me pointing and clicking a lot for the startup.
The Aztecs had to flee their previous home, Culhuacan, after their seemingly honorable proposal ended brutally. Ever since, they've been chased viciously by a man named Akitometl, who allegedly struck a deal with the moon goddess, seeking her powers.
I like that. They have a nice narrator here talking through everything. It's a good touch on that.
Advisor must settle now and start collecting resources in preparation for the impending attacks.
You're right, Tlatoani. There's no time to waste. We need to raise the temple and set up a blood zone before nightfall. It will grant us a much-needed advantage.
A blood zone? I wonder what that is.
We came upon the remnants of a fallen civilization, shattered stone, silent altars, and bones swallowed by time. Let us raise a temple to Huitzilopochtli upon these ruins. It shall become the beating heart of our city. Tenochtitlan, we must act swiftly. The ritual must be completed to summon the blood zone, a barrier that will keep us safe.
Nice. Okay, well that sounds kind of interesting. So, we give us our first objective. Okay, so click and drag moves me. Ooh, that's very sensitive. Zoom out. Oh, I can also move that way. Okay, and just a simple left click allows you to pull up this menu. That's pretty easy. So, it gives us our two requirements that we need. This looks like stone and wood. Okay. So let's just rebuild.
We managed to rebuild the temple from the rubble. It's not in its full glory, but this is only the beginning.
Oh, nice. So that's pretty simple. Ah, that's why. Just the prologue. Just the introductory.
Tlatoani, are you feeling well? You look pale. Visit me at the main temple.
Click on this. Looks like here's options to upgrade. And it looks like time keeps moving because I see people still working in the background. So it looks like time keeps moving when we're in these like build menus. Let's see. So there's our different items that we need. Oh, it's in good condition. Okay. So we can... Oh, let's see. Pairing of priestess, making sacrifices. Cool. So it looks like we're going to need to get that. Okay, and this for transferring cargo, that makes sense. It's a port and then a marketplace. So, cool. Pretty easy. But I'm supposed to talk to my advisor.
Dreaming
I
of the
just have to,
same man
you just have to
over
click
and
on the
over.
question mark.
At first, I thought he was a mere manifestation of my doubts, but now I begin to think, could that be the Aikido medal of whom my advisors warned me about, the one who has been on our tail for so long?
The man in your dreams is dressed in rich robes, his eyes glimmering with vengeance, his wicked smile, taunting. The things he says deeply trouble you.
I have found you in the end, Aztecs. There is no place where I can't reach you.
Oh, he already found us.
Goddess's blessing. When the sun falls and the moon takes its place, it's then that I shall strike. You will taste my wrath in the end, for my name is Akidometal, emissary of the moon goddess.
You decided that you could no longer bear these visions alone, so you shared them with the High Council.
So it is true. Akitometal allied with the moon goddess and used that to find us. We must be ready for him before dusk. Only the blood zone can protect us now.
Akitometal's threat left us uneasy. This man, wielding the power of the moon goddess,
I do really
poses
like
a
the
great danger
narrator
to our
aspect of
newfound
this. It's
city.
nice to not have to
We
read
must
through
take
everything.
precautions and prepare to launch a blood zone for the protection of our people. To do that, first, we have to start producing wood.
So far, I really like the full tutorial. Really set everything up here, tell you exactly what to do, and I do very much enjoy that. Okay, so we can the generalized weight, just like your normal top-down survival game, you can speed up or stop time. So let's see, space 1, 2, 3. Yep, pretty basic. Let's see, build a woodcutter's outpost. I'm going to take a little look through our key bindings here real quick and I will be right back. I use a one-handed keyboard, so that does make things a little bit trickier every now and then. So now we should be able to build our woodcutter's outpost. And I guess I don't know if it really matters where to put it, but I am going to put it closer to this area here. Okay. No residents aside, not connected. Okay, so we're gonna just let them build that. Let's see, connect with a road. The right corner of the road and canal. Here's our road and canal. Oh, cool. So we can actually make things larger like that. There we go. So now they're going to go through and build that as well. Okay, so they're going to build those. And then these guys are building these, so... Oh! We'll fast forward a little bit so that they build that a little bit quicker. Perfect. So we got our road there. Okay, and it tells us too how long it's supposed to take. So 1 hour in game. But perfect. Okay. So now we need to assign 5 of our commoners to this. Let's see. Building isn't functioning. It's not connected to a storehouse. Okay, and the road's not connected. So I must not have... So for some reason... Oh. There. Okay, so you have to drag your road out of that building. So, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Now, let's go through and try to assign our villagers. Somehow. Oh, okay. Building isn't connected to a road. I bet you it appears once they finish that. Almost done with the road, it looks like. Okay, so now we're able to do that. It's not connected to a storehouse yet, though. We're gonna wait to build anything until it tells us to. So, it does tell us to assign 5 people. It looks like... Alright, we got them all assigned.
After the successful reconstruction of the main temple and the establishment of the woodcutters' outpost, we have depleted our resources. To continue production, we need a place to store the wood being cut.
Naturally, that makes sense. Okay, so now we need... Jeez, this is very large. I think I'm gonna put it over here. Well, no. We'll put it over here. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we destroyed... some of the resources, so I wonder if they don't actually disappear and they only disappear when we... Wow. Disappear when we destroy them ourselves. Okay. So this is a whole map. But not too bad. But, and I guess I have noticed now we do have our resources here, so you can see we have 0 wood, but that's also the only one we're able to produce at the moment, so I'm guessing that's why it's actually visible. Looks like there's some other things here, but they aren't highlighted, so it doesn't pop up like this one does. So we'll figure those out in a little bit. And then we do have here our total population, which it looks like there's 32 unemployed people, so we can definitely build more buildings. We have 5 nobles. Looks like 25 commoners, and then 7 captives. So it actually looks like we have some captured people as well. But okay, let's speed up some time here. They are still working on building that. Very close to being done with it. Okay, so So, it says this isn't connected to the thing. But it is. It is connected to the storehouse. Okay, maybe I have to do it like that. I don't know. We'll see. I wish it showed what time it is. I don't see that currently. Okay, and I need to assign 10 commoners, it says, to our storehouse. So we got those people assigned. And then here it shows our total capacity for everything. So that's nice. Repair, and we can upgrade. Okay, cool.
Now we need to connect the woodcutter outpost to the storehouse.
Yeah, I tried doing that. Like, what? Okay, each connection between them and the... Edit in the building's panel. Oh, here we go. Okay, so in your storehouse, you have to hit edit and connect. So here they have that. Yes, no, there, now it's added. Okay. It is not added. Oh, commoners assigned to the connection. Oh boy. Okay, so bear with me guys as I try to figure this out. So they're on general manage. No. Assign workers to woodcutter. Assign workers to a connection. Click the plus. I don't see a plus. Might be crazy. What the heck? Oh, duh, right here. Easy. They got it highlighted. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Now I know where it's all at. That's easy. You know, and it does look like we did lose some trees here, so we'll have to see how long it takes for some of those to like grow back and everything. Okay, so we're just gonna wait. He's just gonna deliver stuff. We need to deliver 50 total pieces of wood, so. But yeah, I do like the tutorial.
Tlatoani,
It's nice.
before I let you run the Empire on your own, I think we should have one more conversation.
Alright, let's go talk with him again.
Almighty Tlatoani, we stand beside you in the governance of this glorious city.
What he means is that we are here to serve and support you. How might you lend your wisdom to my rule?
I shall offer notes about the role of the monarch and lay down tasks that shall guide you towards prosperity. However, the degree of my aid remains yours to decide.
Yet, why should you need our guidance? You are the Tlatoani. Your word is law. The old snake would only slow you down.
The choice is in your hands, Tlatoani. You can always change it later.
All right. Okay, so now we get to actually decide how much help we need from them. And this is solely based off the tutorial. So that's every step. They're going to basically tell us everything. Some hints. Okay, so it looks like we're only going to receive... I don't know which one that means. Okay, so we'll receive a tutorial task for guidance. Just these bottom two, and then this one, we just get a notification. So I think I just want some hints. We'll keep it right in the middle. And go from there.
Akito metal is coming. We need to operate very quickly. We need to build the blood module and initiate the launch of the blood zone to ensure the safety of our residents. In order to build the module, we need wood and stone, so we need to start acquiring these resources.
Alright, now we need stone, it looks like. Makes sense. I do think I'm going to build that just in this area, so it's nice and close to everything. Alright, so they're going to work on building that. So in our wood production, I did see... Let's see, I saw over here... I don't know, it looks like we have quite maximum efficiency. I don't know exactly how much wood we can have stored at a time. I thought it was only 100, but we have 148, so I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so let's get this assigned. We can just max assign with that button. That's very nice. And then we do need to connect it to the storehouse. So it's connected, and then we'll assign one person is more than enough. Cool. And then now the same thing, we're just gonna collect and deliver stone. So, and we are depleting quite a bit of our resources over here, so I think we'll kind of see how that plays out, if we have to move our buildings later or not. But okay, so the next thing we need to do is go into this main temple here, and then we do need to build this blood module, but I'm not sure. Ah, here it is, this one here. So I need 50 and 50. Okay, so that's why we're gathering that. I cannot build it yet. We're still short on stone, but we're getting really close. And then I don't know... Okay, that pulls that up. I wish I could see what time it is. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Shows you sickness, lack of water, homelessness, hungry. Perfect. Okay, so we do have enough stone now. let's go ahead and build this.
The blood zone needs blood for activation. Fortunately, we still have one remaining vessel. There isn't much blood in the vessel, but it's enough to activate the blood zone.
You can start the ritual here, in the blood module tab.
Alright, let's activate our first
The
blood
zone is
zone.
formed. As long as it's fed blood, it will protect us within its boundaries from the moon's attacks. But now we're limited to what's inside the barrier. Finite land and resources. That's the price of safety. Now that the blood zone is up, our people finally feel safe. We can focus on tending to their needs.
The growing issue of homelessness is not only impacting the lives of our people, but also undermining trust in the city's leadership. If left unaddressed, it could lead to sickness spreading across the
So
city.
here we actually start getting
We must
into
act
the
quickly
other
to provide
survival
shelter and restore
mechanics that we
trust
need to
among
pay
residents.
attention to. So, of
I
course,
hope I didn't endure so much just to sleep in the mud. Tlatoani must act.
alright, 24 hours, and people are going to start getting sick. So, kind of like this area here for people to have their houses. So, number of homeless residents, 30. Cool. So, we need to start building for people. Entry point. Okay, so I guess I don't have very many options on where I can build this. I don't want to destroy really anything. There we go. And I did see there was a way that I can... So I'm going to have them go and collect out of that area for wood right now. Just because I want to actually actively start using this area to house people. Okay, so I did just step aside here for a second, and one thing that I did notice was if you just hit this pause button, it doesn't actually pause your workers in the background. You do actually have to hit this pause, and then you can go to your pause menu. So keep that in mind. Once you do hit resume, it does go to the normal speed that you were at prior to that, but do keep that in mind. Okay, so it looks like our two houses are done. So there we go. There we go. So they'll go and start building these roads. But so yeah, we'll just kind of keep slowly pacing ourselves through this. Let's see. So here it looks like we're kind of getting some of those negative effects of people not having housing. So let's get another one of these built. We'll get them working on 2 more, and then I'll do the other 2 right here. But And throughout this, we're just going to kind of explore kind of the mechanics of the game right now. And then I'll focus on possibly starting a new gameplay and keep like the overall design in mind better. Okay, so these are almost done. Okay, so it looks like now they just don't have access to water, so I'm going to click on this and it's going to
do
teach
not
us
have
that.
access to water. We need to change this as soon as possible. Otherwise, residents will start getting sick.
There's mud digging. Okay, so we're going to build our other house first. Okay, so once they're done with those, so we have a decent supply of wood. Okay, we still have people who are unemployed, so I'm not going to adjust our production yet. So these three are, of course, the ones that don't have access to water. Okay. So okay, and then that one doesn't have water either. So I might just come in through here. I don't really... And then I am going to adjust our work area again. So I want them to actively cut down these trees and rocks before we go and finish our mud pit there. Okay, and I'm gonna speed it up here a little bit. We'll start getting through the day a little bit more. So big thing right now is our lack of water, and then we have currently gathered mud. Perfect. Okay, we'll wait. He is currently cutting. Huh. Well, sorry about this, everybody. So this is actually completely locked up, and I'm not sure how to get out of this. It's not really letting me do anything. So yeah, we might actually have to restart. I've pretty much pushed every single button. It lets me like move around, but it won't let me actually place this. So see if I can highlight the. Yeah, it won't let me select anything. So we're gonna have to go ahead and probably restart because I haven't saved anything. Since we ran into this bug, it seems like a good time for us to end our stream. I thank all of you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Aztec the Last Sun's gaming content. And I'll see you all in the next one.